What's up, friends? So it is Wednesday. It is almost 2 o'clock. I just got home. I got off work early because I wanted to spend a little bit of time with Conan, get packed up, and then I'm heading to Ottawa. I'm so excited. I'm going to Bluesfest with Em and Al tonight, and then we also have tickets for tomorrow too. I'm so excited. I've never been to Bluesfest. Honestly, never even really thought to look into it until one of my coworkers mentioned that Mumford & Sons were playing at Bluesfest this year, and I was like, wait, what? Who's playing? And then I looked it up, and I was like, well, crap. A whole lot of big names. They go to Bluesfest, apparently. So tonight we're seeing Foo Fighters, and tomorrow we're seeing Mumford & Sons. And I'm very excited. My cousins are also going to be there, so we're hoping that we'll be able to hook up with them while we're there, and it's just going to be a fun time, and plus giving me a 4-day weekend, which is also very exciting. So I'll be in Ottawa today and tomorrow, and then I will head back home at some point on Friday, and then have Saturday and Sunday here. So I gotta get packed up, do some things, and then we're hitting the road. It's gonna be awesome. It's now just after 3, all packed up, ready to go. Just finished walking Conan, and it is time to hit the road. Get to Ottawa. Go to Bluesfest.
Girl, spin! Spin! Good girl, good girl. She loves spin. Rudy, come on, jump. Is the camera too scary?
Oh, Rolly.
Come here, Rudy. Come here. Come here, buddy. You can do it. Come on. Come here. Crawl on your belly. Come on. Crawl on your belly. Do it.
Here comes it. Street motherfuckers, let's hear right now, fuck it. Yeah, that's not screaming. I'll show you how to fucking do it. One last thing before I quit, I never wanted any more than I could fit into my head. Still remember everything, what you said, all the shit, so again, love with it, that's what did, God bless me. Here we go, ready? won't be amused. We still won't get in the best, the best, the best, the best of you. We still won't get in the best, the best, the best, the best of you. Are you gone and on to someone new? Why need someone to act like it without showing you? You're getting something that I'm doing it, that I know you lose. I was doing to give in, too strong to lose. My heart is under arrest, but I'm free to lose. My head is feeling like for dead, but I can't choose. I swear I'll never get I refuse. Everybody sing it. So I'm getting the best, the best, the best, the best of you. So I'm getting the best, the best, the best, the best of you. So I'm getting the best, it's real, the best is real. You trust, you love, the best. I'm getting the best, the best, the best, the best of you. If anything could ever make it good, only thing I'll ever ask of you, gotta promise I'll stop when I say.
Go for the legs.
Welcome back. Rolling.
Rolly.
So let me tell you all the things I really hate about you. You call me when you need me, then you drop me like yesterday's news. You take me
but the meat didn't tell you so. I've seen the same, I know the shame in your feet. I will hold on hope, and I won't let you choke on that noose around your neck. And I find strength in pain, and I will change my ways. No, my name isn't Skull again. So come out of your cave, walking on your hand. See the world hanging upside down. You can understand dependence when you know the makers have. So make your sirens call, sing all you want. I will not hear what you have to say. 'Cause I need freedom now, and I need somehow to live my life as it's supposed to be. Can you shout what's
My friends say I should give you up, but nothing's simple when it comes to us. 'Cause
He almost took Al's wallet and then realized that it was too heavy at the last minute. Really?
You
What you doing in here, Conan? Don't you look comfy? Oh, puppy dog. It's almost ready for your din-dins. You being so cute. Oh, good boy. So, it is now Saturday. It is pretty late in the day. It is 5:45, and today I have just been kind of hanging out, house chores. So, nothing interesting going on today. But Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so much fun. Al and I went to Bluesfest. The headliner for that evening was Foo Fighters, and it was such an amazing show. It was so awesome to see Dave Grohl live. Just incredible. It was so much fun. And then Wednesday was a little bit of a shit show. We lazily kind of got up, and because M&L's house is undergoing major renovations right now, they don't have a kitchen at all. They tore down a wall and they're like making it more open concept, and their kitchen has been completely gutted, and then they redid all their flooring. So they've only just gotten back to living in their house, but they still haven't really assembled everything. So the first thing they did was like assemble the bedrooms so that we both had a place to sleep, but like no chairs, no couch, no dining room table. So when we were just like sitting down to hang out in the house, we're just like chilling on the floor, which is totally fine. And because they don't have a kitchen, they don't have a lot of things to cook with. They do have a barbecue, and that's what they've been doing, and then they've got like a toaster and a coffee maker downstairs for like the essential coffee in the morning. But we had just decided, hey, Thursday, let's just go out for breakfast. So we're like lazily kind of getting ready, and then realized that the battery in M&L's car is dead, which not a big deal because I had my SUV there, so we're just like, oh, let's boost it. Do you think I could find my keys anywhere? We looked everywhere. And I was positive that I got there, took my keys, and put them on the bed. I was so sure that I didn't take them with me to Bluesfest because I didn't need to. We just took public transit, and I just took like a little fanny pack. So like all I had is like my ID, debit card, phone, camera, and like my puffer and EpiPen. That's all that I took. And I knew I didn't take them, but I could not find my keys anywhere. Emptied my bag several times, emptied my backpack several times. It was just boggling all our minds. Like, we tore the place apart looking for my keys, and we could not find them. So we were starting to really feel the need for coffee, even though they did have a coffee maker. They were kind of craving Bridgehead coffee. So it's not that far, so we walked to Bridgehead, got a coffee, then came back. Looked for my keys again, and it was just insane. I was starting to wonder, like, did one of their dogs pick up my keys and like go hide them somewhere? Like, I was checking all the most crazy places that I knew there's no way my keys will be here, but I'm gonna check anyways because I just can't figure it out. So fast forward, it's now like almost lunchtime, and I go through my backpack again, and in my backpack there's a mesh pouch for a water bottle, and my keys were in there. And the only way that the keys would be in there is if I put them in, because there's no way that I would just throw my keys in and they would actually get into that pocket on their own, just because the way that it kind of folds up. I definitely put them there. And the amount of times that I took everything out of that backpack and still the mesh kind of concealed the keys a little bit. Oh, I felt so stupid, but I've also never felt so relieved that I found my keys, because I was starting to think maybe I did take them to Bluesfest and maybe they fell out. And now I don't have a way to get home. I'm gonna have to have someone go to my house, get my spare set of keys, and drive them to Ottawa. So relieved when I finally found them. And so then Em and I are starting to get hungry, and so we head to out. For now, we were just like, it was gonna be breakfast. Then we're like, it'll be brunch. And now it's just lunch by the time we finally get there, because there's this place called Chesterfield's. It's this little hole in the wall, but Em said it's so amazing, and she talked up their blueberry pancakes so much that I was just like, okay, let's check out this place. 100% worth it if you are ever kind of in, I think it's like the Hintonburg area in Ottawa. Go there. Don't care about a wait. Just wait. It is worth the wait. We had to wait about 30 minutes, so we just put our name in. And then there were some stores, so we did some perusing of stores before we went and had lunch. And oh my God, so good. Also crazy thing about Thursday is the weather. It was calling for rain all day, and we were pretty worried about the concert. We knew that Bluesfest was rain or shine, but we were in a tornado watch, and then we were sitting in the restaurant, and then everybody's phones just started going wild, and that's because it changed to a tornado warning, which usually means that a tornado is forming or has been spotted. So we were like, oh good. And when we were looking at the map, it almost looked like it was pretty close to Emily and Al's house. So Al was still there with the dogs. So we were just really keeping an eye on the weather. There ended up being 3 separate tornado warnings that day. One did end up hitting in Barrhaven, but nowhere close to us, and we didn't see any funnel clouds when we were out walking around. But we were also just so lucky in that every time we were either in a store or we were in the restaurant, like that's when it would downpour. There were so many little pockets of like torrential. Then the sun would come out, and then torrential, and then the sun would come out, and it just continued to do that all day until like getting closer to when Bluesfest was gonna be. It just stopped raining for good. So we were so thankful for that. But with all the tornado watches and warnings, we were a little concerned that Bluesfest would be canceled. I'm so glad it didn't, because Thursday night we saw The War on Drugs and then Mumford and Sons. And both were amazing. I had never heard of The War on Drugs before. My cousin, who lives in Ottawa, it's one of his favorite bands, and he was hyping them up to me like leading up to this, so I started to listen to a little bit. But I love Mumford and Sons, and Jesse has seen them live, but I never have. So, it was so amazing to see them live. Such a great time. But while Em and I were like out perusing the shops, I did get a few things. So I figured I'd just show you the few things that I got. One place that we went into was a plant store, and I couldn't leave this guy behind. I got this little cactus. I'm not exactly sure what kind it is. Kind of looks like a prickly pear, but it just says winter hardy cactus. I love it. It is so cute. And they had so many amazing cacti and succulents. It was hard to just take one. Definitely will have to go back to that shop. They also had this like huge cactus. It was massive, but it was like $700 something, but it was beautiful. I loved it. We also went into like a little kitchen shop. So we went in there, and I did pick up like a few like kitchen utensil things that are just, you know, spatula, nothing fancy. But I did notice that they had tiki mugs. We all know how I feel about tiki mugs, so I couldn't leave without getting one. So I got this guy. I love him. It's got like a huge diameter, so should be able to fit a decent sized drink in this. Like borderline almost like too big for me to hold with my hands, but well, I'm gonna say every drink I use a straw, so like that's not gonna be a big deal, and I can still hold on to him. But I love him. He's awesome. Another must stop for me when I was in Ottawa was MEC, Mountain Equipment Co-op. Haven't been there in so long, But like I've mentioned, I've been looking for some pants that'll be good for my Africa trip. So I figured MEC would be a good place to start, and I was very successful there. So the first pair I got, they're a darker green than I was looking for, but they're really lightweight, which I like because I'm assuming that Africa will be quite hot. So they're very stretchy and, oh sweet, I didn't even notice that. That's awesome. Okay. So they're just dark green and they're very lightweight. They almost feel like windbreaker material, and they've got some nice pockets on the side. And I only just noticed this. I didn't notice this when I tried them on, but they do have a draw cord too at the cuff, so you can cinch it in, which will be perfect because I'm short, so can make sure that they don't drag. And then it's just a little button at the top. I think these will be perfect for my trip. And these are just like the actual Mountain Equipment Co-op brand. And then I got one other pair of pants there. Again, these are green. These are a little bit more of like an army green. These are slightly thicker, a little bit different material. And I do like these have like, you could wear a belt with these if you wanted. This is like an actual button, not a snap. And then this is great because there's a lot of pockets in these pants. So we've got the front pockets, and then we've got these little zippered back pockets as well. And then the right leg also has a side zip pocket. And these I might get hemmed, we'll see, because they were a little long, but in the store I even just cuffed them a few times, and if that works then I might just do that. Especially because I feel like a lot of times I might just be wearing my hiking shoes anyways. So love these, and again, these are just Mountain Equipment Co-op brand. When we were walking around waiting to get into the restaurant, we also went into this just cute little random gift shop that they sold tons of different stuff, from like essential oils to like bags and purses and hats, and they had a little section of like kind of kitchen utensil stuff, just all sorts of things. And they also sold hats, and I love hats. And so I saw this one and I had to get it. This is the Sipsy Wilder. Is that what that says? Yes, I think Sipsy Wilder is the brand, and I just love, like, it's got fish and a little alligator. We've got a big snapping turtle down here. I just loved it, and I also loved that the brim, underneath the brim, also has like the same pattern. Look, there's like a bird. Kingfisher? Is that a kingfisher? I don't know. But I loved it. And so I got it. Very, very cute. Love a good hat. I have so many, but I wear them almost every day, so. And the last two things on my way out of Ottawa, I knew I wanted to go to Journeys. And because there was a couple pairs of shoes that I've had my eye on online, and Journeys in Ottawa said that they had them in my size. So I was very successful there as well. So the first pair, these are the Reebok Club C Extra athletic shoe. And these are just another like platform sneaker. I have one other pair of white platform sneakers by Adidas, and I love them. I've been wearing them a ton with my flare pants, and so I wanted to get like a different style. And what? And I saw these online and I fell in love, and I tried them on in store and fell even more in love. And these are just slightly higher than my Adidas ones, which is perfect because I do have a couple pair of flares that are borderline still too long for my other pair of sneakers. So I think these will be perfect, and just something comfy that also gives me a little bit more height because I'm a short gal. These would have been very handy at Bluesfest, even though yes, they would have gotten dirty. But as a short girl, when you're trying to get like really close to the stage, it can be a struggle. I was like around a ton of tall people. At one point I had like 2 tall people and then 1 tall person right in the middle in front. So I literally, every angle that I looked, I could not see. But anyways, it was still awesome, and I was always able to kind of wiggle around and get a better view. But yeah, love these. And I got another pair of Reebok shoes, and these are the Women's Reebok Club C85 Form High Athletic Shoe. And they're just, you know, little high tops. I love the orange detail on the Reebok logo on the side. And I love them. They're so comfy, and I've also been wearing my high top Vans a ton, and so I just want another pair of high tops. Like, this is, I'm all about white sneakers right now, and I love them. So I'm excited to have a couple more pairs to wear. My camera is just about to overheat, so I'm gonna keep at some stuff before I have to start cooking. But yeah, that's the update on the weekend. It's now Sunday morning, 9:30. Time to hit up an Orange Theory class. So, it is about 4:15, and I just finally finished filming the haul that I wanted to film last weekend, but ran out of time. Hauls are my favorite videos to watch. And I love shopping, so I feel like I could do a lot of them. But man, especially when they're try-ons, it's a lot. It took a lot out of me. So today, haven't really been up to like much fun. Still honestly trying to recuperate from a few days of pretty late nights, because that's just not what I do anymore. I used to love the nightlife, but now I like to be in bed by 10 o'clock. We were all laughing as we were waiting at Bluesfest for Mumford to start, and my watch vibrated, and I looked and I'm like, oh, it's my bedtime reminder. It's almost my bedtime. And the concert hasn't even started yet. And then especially that night, like Foo Fighters night was a late night, like midnight, but the following night we got back, we weren't really tired, and so we kind of stayed up later drinking, playing Fortnite a bit, and then I had taken pictures of Rolly and Bubbles earlier in the day, and I don't know, I just got into bed and I just started working on those photos. So I didn't go to bed till like 3 o'clock. So I just find these days, if I have a couple late nights, it takes me a really long time. Anyway, I think that is going to wrap up this weekend's vlog. Next weekend, we are going to Quebec. We're calling it a family reunion, but it's actually like our Christmas, because we haven't had one since COVID. It just kept getting postponed, and we were supposed to do it last summer, but then just things happened and it had to get canceled. And then when it came to be Christmas time and there was a vote to say, hey, are we just gonna do it at Christmas like we normally do again, or are we gonna keep it in July? And even though Jesse and I did vote for like keeping it at Christmas, because it's Christmas, we were outnumbered, and so it's still Christmas in July, I think. So it'll be fun, because we haven't seen like some of his family since before COVID. So that'll be fun. Weekend there, gonna take some yard games. It's always a good time, so that'll be a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed this weekend vlog, and I will see you next weekend.